Hello and welcome to BrixFix. I'm your host Brix, here today with a LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog set. This is set number 76991, Tails' Workshop and Tornado Plane. This comes in with 376 pieces, is priced at $39.99 in the US or $49.99 its Canadian equivalent. It is a 6+ age rating, and man does this set make me smile. I'm a big Sonic the Hedgehog 2 fan. That's where Tails makes his appearance, and I love his iconic Tornado Plane. I'm hoping to get this built and have this on display as part of my little Sonic display there, just to flesh it out a bit with Tails' presence. If you like LEGO set reviews, please consider subscribing to the channel. I put out new videos each and every week, and your support goes a long way to helping the channel grow. So for now, let's get this built out here on the table and give you a closer look. Built, this is everything you get in this great little set. The Tornado Plane on the right, the representation of Tails' workshop in the middle, Sonic lounging on a little lounge chair there, that's pretty cute, a little tool chest on wheels, and that is a Buzz Bomber, that Sonic the Hedgehog iconic enemy, a flying enemy represented there as he's hovering on that clear Lego stick element. Three little Lego representation of Sonic the Hedgehog rings also floating on their clear elements as well. Those look pretty cool. You can place those anywhere you like. Technically that was the back of the shop I showed you, the interior. This is supposed to be considered the front of the shop, its entranceway. It's got Tails' logo there above the shop entrance. That is a printed element, and it also is the same on the rear of the Tornado Plane. With everything else cleared away, this is the main build. This is Tails' workshop. Tails is a tinkerer and inventor, and this is where he does his best work. Really cute representation here. Again, not a lot of bricks used, but the bricks that were used went a long way to represent what this is. Cute little flower beds out here in front give it a little bit more color and charm, and you can see his entranceway is actually a ramp, implying he's not just walking in and out of there, he's actually transporting heavy items like maybe his tool chest or other things on wheels for him to tinker with and work in there. And it's really cool here with it bowed out now. It's actually on these little hinge elements that allow you to, instead of having it just be flat, you can fold it in almost on an angle to give it a bit more presence of an actual shape of a building, which I think is pretty well done. Taking you around the back of the shop now, where things are maybe a bit more interesting. You can see Tails has some tools on display, as well as what looks like maybe an oil can, some plants there for ambience, and he's even got a little computer there, it looks like, where maybe he's punching up some calculations, aerodynamic wind resistances and things like that. Not a lot of pieces really needed to be used here to create this effect. I think LEGO did a really good job making the most of a small piece count. I think the Tornado Plane was really the intended focal point of the set, but the workshop was nice, and it was a little added build that sort of justified the price maybe a bit more and gave a bit more for play value. Here it is, Tails' iconic Tornado Plane. This is seen most notably at the beginning sort of cinematic sequence at Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis. They show Tails flying in with the Tornado Plane. He sort of tips his wing almost to say hello to the viewer. It's really well done and really cute, a very grand entrance, and this Lego brick-built representation I think is very accurate to how it looked in game. Tails' logo on the tail of the plane there, that is again a printed element, which was nice, not having to rely on a sticker for that. It only seats one figure, so there's no way Sonic and Tails could ride together, and I'll show you in a bit here, but it's a little bit disappointing. The cockpit size is that of such that only Tails can fit, and not well. He has to stand in there. Tails cannot fit any other way. It just looks like he's kind of standing on the seat. That yellow propeller looks great, and a very small play feature here is it does spin very freely, so as you're zooming it around a room, you could flick the propeller to give it the illusion of a prop plane actually soaring through the air at full tilt. With Tails himself now firmly seated in the cockpit, well, I shouldn't really say seated, standing, I guess, as I said, he does not have articulation to his short legs, and his tail element, as beautiful as it is, and as cool as that piece is, does get in the way of him being able to fit in there properly. So yes, he is just standing on his seat, and it's obvious at a glance he's not actually sitting in there. I guess it's the best they could do with the limitations of the minifig, but it still looks a little awkward. Here's the few extras that the set comes with. The 3 floating ring elements, Tails' tool chest on wheels, the door does open and you can see it's got a wrench mounted there to the front, and that little lounge chair that Sonic was hanging out in. Sonic is not an inventor and tinkerer, he's more a man of action, so I think while Tails is in the workshop maybe working on the plane, Sonic's taking a load off. The main enemy included in this set, again, is the Buzz Bomber. Anybody not familiar with Sonic the Hedgehog in the video games, this is a very common enemy, and how Dr. Robotnik creates these enemies is he actually ensnares sweet little cute animals and forces them to be sort of mind-wiped, I guess, and trapped within these creatures to give them their sentience. So this creature is robotic, but it is operated by an enslaved animal, and LEGO actually took the effort to put a little sweet chickadee trapped in that dome there. That is the animal trapped inside. When this enemy is defeated, the cute little poor little guy inside is set free. It's pretty cute in game, and it's nice representation here in LEGO form. A close-up now of the two included minifigures. That is Sonic the Hedgehog on the left and Tails on the right. Sonic has the full-size minifig legs, so he can move and have his legs posed, whereas Tails has the shorter child-size minifig legs, and they are not articulate. Both figures have very simple prints on their torsos, but they are well done, and I love the cute expression, especially on Sonic there with the little winking face he's doing. Very, very cute. Very cartoon-like, but very innocent, very sweet. Both figures do have dual molded legs, which were very well done, and Sonic's print does carry over to the back of his figure. None for Tails, but what Tails does have is that amazing tail piece that actually sits in between his short legs and his torso, and it flares up like just sticks out right past his torso, which I think looks awesome. Really well done. I really liked the set. I mean, it was a fun building experience, and I think it offers huge play value, and the price for part ratio is pretty good, and the price for stuff ratio I felt was really good. I like that you get the tornado plane, the two main figures, a cool little side build being the workshop, and the mob, the bad guy. That's very well done, and again, it just really adds to the play value overall. I think the set has a lot going for it, even if this is the only Sonic the Hedgehog set you might have. Wow, Tails' Workshop and Tornado Plane blew me away. This set comes in at less than $50, offers a big vehicle, a little play set, a bad guy, the two main figures. I thought this was great bang for your buck. I loved putting it together, and I can't wait to get it up here on display. So thank you so much for your time today. If you haven't done so already, please leave me a comment down below and consider subscribing to the channel. Know that you are very appreciated. And until next time, take care.